Hey, how you doing? Chris here again. So I talked a little bit about this frame last week, and now I've got some time to sit down and really go over it with you. So this is a plus frame 5-inch that I got from RC Taco, and I believe it's one of their in-house frames. So they must have designed it on their own because I didn't see any manufacturing labeling on the frame. But I like it and I don't like it, and I'll tell you what I do like about the frame, and that is the forward front facing motor here. Sometimes they like to elongate this first arm here, and when they do that, it basically becomes a weak point of the frame. So if you were to hit the ground, now you've got a lot of pressure on here, and the longer that arm, the more leverage you're putting against this piece right here, and it's more likely to snap. It's pretty standard length. Oh, I collapsed the motor. There we go. So it's pretty good. And then obviously, if you're not familiar with a plus frame, you fly like this, so you don't necessarily see too much of the prop in view. I adjust the camera so that I just see the bottom of the nut here, excuse me, the top of the nut in the bottom of my screen. So that's how I like to fly. Anyway, so another thing I don't like about this frame is the way I had to stack the Vista in there. I could have made it a naked Vista, didn't really need to. It's pretty light already. I didn't think 5 more, 10 more grams was really going to make a world of difference, so I didn't do it. But this was a 30 by 30, and that's the only mounting option on this frame. So I used the iFlight 30 by 30 all-in-one with a 40 amp ESC. It works fine, powers these, I think these are 2306 1950 kVs. I run them on both 4S and 6S. When I run it on 6S, I kind of limit the motor output to 5S voltages, and runs perfectly. I really enjoy it. 4S, if I have the batteries, usually this 6S 1000 milliamp hour battery here. So, now, what I do like about it, I love a plus. So, the plus frame is awesome. I love its compactness. The same thing I didn't like about it is what I do like about it. I don't have all this extra compartment elongating the frame, making it heavier. I stack it all in the middle, slap a battery on the bottom, and bam, I'm ready to go. I have the Vista on this thing, so I got it going off to a little bit of a 45-degree angle. If you don't know much about plus frames, if you have it straight on diagonal, now you've got carbon and prop blocking your reception when you come in like this. So you definitely want to kick it over to the side even just a little bit to make sure you have that line of sight with the antenna. And yeah, I'll do a quick flight for you guys so you can see it in action, and then yeah, leave me some comments and tell me what you think about it, what you don't think about it. I think these are the budget brand T-motor Velox motors. Yeah, I like them. I have no issue. People say they're not as nice as the Emax budget brand, but frankly, I think they look cool. I think they perform just fine. I'm no professional racer or anything, but I do like to get a good rip in there, and these do the job. So, alright guys, until next time, I'll let you see some flight footage now. Alright, bye.
So I'm noticing that my rates here are a little high. I typically fly at about 800, and this is set for 1,000. I also have no expo set in there, so it's kind of all over the place. I fixed that in another flight, but this is the only one that I actually recorded. Also, you could notice the fuzziness in the screen there. It was set at 25 milliwatts and not 500 or 700 like I typically fly at. So I was pretty limited in my range. I was only getting out to maybe 300-400 feet before it all fuzzied out. That's why you see me basically circling this field because I couldn't pass it. What else was going on here? This is my first flight, so right here I'm doing a couple of flips and rolls just to make sure I don't have too much bounce back, and I kind of did. I upped my D gain a little bit just to make it get a little bit more of a locked-in feeling. And yeah, it flies pretty good now. I like this video, that's why I posted it, because it had a little bit more action as opposed to the next one, where I was actually just visiting those mountains right there in front of you. I just once I fixed my wattage settings, I wanted to see how far I could get on the Vista, and yeah, about a little bit further. Thanks, guys.